Hello everyone, it's been a while, but boy do I have a treat for you today. Uh, this is an article by Combini. I've never heard about them, but judging by their content, it's a pretty cringy outlet, so let's see what they're saying here. Meet the meme queen resisting the male whiteness of meme culture. So, yeah. What a big fucking surprise. Getting a point across no longer reserved for literary texts, intellectual long-term or politically charged rallies, social movements and cultural critique now come in all forms, including online and off, dank and not. Okay, whatever you say. The art of memecraft is now using the power of URL humor to fight IRL social battles. And the forefront of the fan-powered side of meme culture is Gothshakira, who is using her self-described status as the High Priestess of Dank Memery to spread insights of intersectional memes that dissect the culture's flaws. So, okay, so she's the High Priestess of Dank Memery now. I mean, God forbid. Anyway, I mean, I like how nobody knows who she is, and she's already like, woo, big fucking deal. With themes crossing real life issues like sex, astrology, self-doubt, self-care, mysticism, feminism, mental health, and general girl stuff. I mean, Gothshakira, the persona of a real-life Latinx Montreal inhabitant who goes by Dre, has carved herself a cyber bubble of dank feminist memery, all while decolonizing the traditionally white male meme world. Seriously, I mean, just in this sentence already, they've almost used every buzzword imaginable. This just... it's already exhausting reading through this. Her emotionally aware Instagram account. And what does Latinx even mean? And what kind of a name is Dre? I mean, except if you're Dr. Dre, I guess, then... I mean, even in his case, I don't know then if that name means anything. But anyway. Her emotionally aware Instagram account, nearly 30k, has resonated with women and non-binary people on the net so hard, she's the editor for Art Collective Girls Club and has been featured on literally every good website. So I'm still, again, what kind of sentence is this? I mean, has she been resonating with those people so hard that she is the editor for Art Collective Girls Club and whatever? Or are those different things? Not quite sure what to make of this, but the writing is not very I don't know, not very professional. I mean, they use all those buzzwords and things like so hard phrasing, I guess. We caught up with the meme artist to discuss online misogyny, going viral as an introvert, and what dank really means. So, first off, she's a meme artist now. And apparently she's the authority on what dank means. Which, I mean, anyway. Who really is Gothshakira? Gothshakira is an intersectional feminist meme-based online persona comprised of certain key facets of an actual person named Dre. Okay, whatever. Meme culture is generally... Okay, something... The pictures aren't loading. I don't know what's happening. Content unavailable? Did they remove the memes? Because last time I read this, they were there. But yeah, I don't know. They were pretty shit anyway. But I'd still like to give you an example. Alright, whatever. Meme culture is generally a white male playground. How are you going to challenge that? I aim to encourage incorporation of narratives involving the lived experiences of women / non-binary folk / queer people / people of color into memes in general, and those having to do with my own experiences as a Latinx in particular. I think that sharing experiences genuinely and honestly through memes has the power to foster the development of online spaces and communities that can help many people feel less alone. At least it's done that for me. Okay. Okay, so other than the buzzwords, there's nothing wrong with that. I can relate. I mean, making memes does bring people together, I guess. In the modern world, also known as Super Shit 2016, do you think the viral nature of memes actually has the power to change things in society and politics? I think that memes are a form of discourse, a medium, however informal, of communicating ideas that can have profound socio-political effects, if anything because they are so easily accessible and digestible. Well, again, I agree. In a sense, it's true. But again, I'd like to point out that usually they're... I don't know. Usually when your goal is to send a socio-political message, the joke kind of loses out on spontaneity. But I mean, that may be just my experience, but I don't know. Memes represent the manifestation of unfiltered thoughts, which I think constitute powerful political statements in a social context where we're encouraged to hold things back for fear of judgment, depleting social capital, alienating others, losing employment, and where the voices of marginalized groups are not a priority. What? Losing employment and where the voices of marginalized groups are not a priority. So first off, I doubt you have much to fear in terms of losing unemployment. By contrast to traditional memers, I guess. I mean, you can get banned on Facebook, and if your employer finds your page, I mean, that can have pretty nasty consequences. I don't know, but or at least if he gets if you point him in the direction of stuff you've posted. So people get reported all the time, and I've yet to hear of a feminist getting reported in that way and getting fired from her job or whatever. So I don't know. Your memes are considered feminist. Do you think they hold the power to curb misogyny in any way? It's hard to say whether or not feminist memes could profoundly impact change centuries worth of historicized oppression at an institutional level. Oh boy. But I think that at the very least they contribute something positive. The fact that feminist ideas and thought have worked themselves into low internet culture is telling, and I think the broader question posted by feminist memes is, this is the future, what side of the history do you want to stand on? Okay. I mean, that's the thing, there is already a whole scene of like feminist memers and related stuff. I mean, you got the aesthetic pages and the thought pages, I guess, if you want to call them that. Personally, I do, and I would count her among them. Let's just go look up some of her memes, just for the sake of argument, because Gothshakira. Gran sacerdotista de los memes. Okay, fuck you. What, there's another article? Okay, maybe we'll go through it later. Gran sacerdotista de los memes. I don't want to follow her. Oh, it's fucking private. What a big fucking surprise. So they showed a bunch of memes and now it's over. Okay, let's look here. When you realize that aggressively and abrasively shaming everyone who does not share the same fourth wave feminist views as you and or has not been liberally educated and or has spent copious amounts of time on Tumblr or in other social justice oriented spaces, whether intangible or tangible, is classist, counterproductive, and is employing the same strategies of the very systems of oppression that you're trying to circumvent, and that although the emotional and social labor reserves required from you may be great, the answer lies in compassionate understanding and patient/educational dialogue with the interest of coexistence / the forward progression of humanity as a whole. Jesus fucking Christ, what's wrong with you? This stuff is pretty... Ugh. Okay, that one's a bit better. But anyway, I'm not gonna go through another article. Let's go through this one first. The fact that feminist ideas... Okay, what do you want to stand on? Okay. How does your background and experience interact with your memes? As a writer, I don't feel at liberty to talk about anyone's experiences other than my own, so individual identity is really closely woven into anything I write, including memes. So first off, you don't write memes, and second, while I admire quote unquote your humility, which may be kind of an exaggeration, but thinking that you are not at liberty to talk about anyone's experiences other than your own, I think that's exactly what a writer should do, and the point is actually to relate your experiences to those of others and try to see how people with different perspectives would interact with those experiences, or would react actually to those experiences. So, and that's actually where literature and art in general kind of transcends its subjectivity, you know? So, I don't know, maybe something to think about. I talk about being a millennial, about being Latinx, about being an immigrant, about being Canadian, about straddling the line between socioeconomic classes, about being a feminist, about identifying as a woman who predominantly dates men but also frequently finds her own sexuality and gender identity blurred. My Instagram account, which has always been my personal account, started as a project of catharsis. I thought it would be funny and ironic to myself and my IRL friends to talk about these highly specific experiences that I was sure I had only experienced. It turns out I shouldn't have been so presumptuous. Gothshakira has turned into a community, and I couldn't be more stoked on that. Okay. Well, good for you, I don't know, I mean, it's still private, so I can't judge on that, and I'm not gonna join Instagram to start following you, so... you're not my meme queen. I've seen better, and yeah, so I mean, what can I say? Sometimes I think the internet is one big paradox. It's a land of freedom, but actually women, and women of color, are still shunned more than men. Thoughts? I think the internet all at once mirrors the dynamics between people and completely transforms them. As one of my former history professors once said, history doesn't repeat itself, but it sure does rhyme. Okay, I really don't know what the sentence is supposed to mean. I mean, I mean, I guess history does rhyme. I don't know, and I guess life on the internet is the same but kind of different. And I mean, you just have to take into account that a lot of accountability, even though that's the wrong word, maybe like a lot of inhibitions are gone once you start, surfing on the internet, especially when you're anonymous, I guess, right? And that's why people may behave differently or may just speak their mind more frankly and more abruptly, maybe. But at the same time, there's also, when you talk to someone, you can interrupt each other and that kind of stuff. When you're having a heated conversation, especially on a forum, and you have to write a reply before someone else replies, or otherwise adapt your reply to the new information that's coming in. Things can get pretty heated up, so I don't know. I do try to take things easy and be reasonable with everyone, but I don't know, it's hard, sometimes you just get pissed off and you write things you're gonna regret later. But I really don't think women are really marginalized to that degree, and women of color or whatever, I don't know. I think the same when it comes to URL versus IRL. Patterns of association aren't repeated verbatim online, but there are similarities. In that sense, women are still restricted online, especially women of color. I like how they have to add that every time, especially women of color. I mean, gosh darn it. We upload a sexy photo and then delete it, torn between expressing ourselves and worrying about what others might think. Okay, so it's not like I haven't uploaded a photo and deleted it. Heck, it's not even as if I haven't uploaded a meme and decided it was subpar and deleted it after all. So it's really not unique, Some photos make you look kind of stupid. I mean, it may be sexy, or you may think it's sexy for a while, and then later you look at it again and you're like, what the hell is this? What did I smoke or something, We have to block strangers sending creepy or misogynistic messages. We're wary of posting too much information regarding where we work or live. I mean, posting that kind of information is sensitive at best anyway, regardless of your sex. I mean, where you work may still be useful, especially on things like LinkedIn or something, but why would you plaster that everywhere? Who cares? You don't want people to know that. I don't want people to know where I live. Unless they're friends, but then I'll give them my contact information via email or via message or whatever. Because we worry about stalkers, about being followed on our way home, about being raped. This is exacerbated exponentially for women of color, who don't just have to worry about the threat of misogynistic violence in real life, but also racist threats, the disapproval of family or cultural community characterized by traditional expectations of masculinity/femininity, etc. So, not only are you assuming that people are going to act misogynistically towards women of color, right? or that they're going to be racist towards them, you know. But not only that, but you're also like assuming that their culture has like some sort of traditional expectations of masculinity and femininity. I mean, isn't that kind of racist on your part? I mean, I guess you're Latinx, so I guess maybe you know something about something I do not, or something. But I don't know. You still look pretty white to me, lady. I mean, look at that face. She kind of looks like what she looks like. Kind of looks like I don't know. I like the usual suspects, I guess. Like maybe like Brianna Wu or something, but then maybe a bit prettier, but not by much. But at least she has always been a woman, I guess, or I'm assuming. Maybe that's presumptuous of me. Okay. Freedom is rarely given, it's taken, but within the context of patriarchy, women, and especially women of color, still have to absorb the risk of being raped. Oh, sorry. Of being opened on such public platforms. Okay, sorry, that was kind of a Freudian slip there, but you can see how I could have made that mistake. At least for now, being a woman online is much, much harder than being a man on the internet. And that's what I and a lot of other feminist internet artists are working to do. Make it a little bit easier for those like us who will come after us. Okay. How come J-Lo and Selena Gomez crop up a lot in your memes? In the beginning, I started using J-Lo and Selena Gomez because I saw a trend of using black celebrities as reaction images for memes and didn't feel right doing that. I mean, there's no problem using black celebrities, I don't know. So I choose highly recognizable Latina celebrities that also happen to be very expressive and for which there is a great wealth of photos on Google Images to choose from. LOL! I also thought that images of very mainstream pop stars coupled with more countercultural ideas would say something, and now it's become sort of my trademark, which is why I continue to use it. Okay, so a perfectly legitimate approach, I guess. So there's no reason why she shouldn't be using Latina pop stars. So that's her prerogative. And personally, I mean, compared to the Kanye West and Kim Kardashian or whatever memes, it's a perfectly legitimate approach, so I have no qualms with this. What's your definition of dank? Dank is subjective. What is dank for me may not be so for others. The paradigms surrounding dank as a concept are ever in flux, which is why I cannot provide you with any sort of definition for dank. When a meme is dank, you know, that is all. Okay, so I disagree. Dank is not subjective; it's pretty much objective, and that's exactly that. That's exactly why when a meme is dank, you know, and that has everything to do with I said earlier about relatability and immediacy. You know, the thing is about conveying a message that people can relate to, and obviously you're a feminist, so and there are other feminists around, so they can relate with your experiences. So there you go. It's pretty straightforward if you ask me, and it's pretty objective. And the thing that bothers me about this is there's a lot of pages around, especially on Facebook, where I hang out, and on Tumblr as well. And you can really see the difference between pages that are evidently run by women, because women, as far as I know, because I have a few contacts and I've had these discussions with them as well, and they think humor is subjective, memes are subjective, art is subjective, all that stuff. And I don't agree. I think they're very much objective, and that's the whole point, you know. And you notice the difference in the product, in the memes, in the end. So, I mean, I have read this article before, and some of her memes were okay. I mean, especially given her subject matter. I don't know. I still disagreed with them, but there was this one that was pretty impressive, actually. Let's see. Let's just. Okay, already you have the caption here. Okay, it's not here. But anyway, it had this caption, when you nut and he keeps on cuddling, and there was this hand with the nut button, but the nut button said space, so that's it. But you know, there was, I don't know, I was kind of impressed in the sense that at least she acknowledges that women do have orgasms, you know, and it's possible for a man to satisfy a woman in that sense. So that's something. I don't know. And at least she didn't accuse him of raping her afterwards or something like that. So it still had a kind of realistic, a degree of realism, let's say. So it was the best meme I had seen of her, and I was mildly impressed. But that's about it. So let's see. Sorry. Definition of dank. When did you start getting swaths of followers? Swaths? Maybe a few weeks after I started posting memes. At the time I was posting several original memes a day, and I took for granted how much that would quicken the momentum. At one point, maybe a couple of months in, I was gaining 200-300 followers a day, which is the amount of followers I had gained in the last 2 years combined. Ha. Okay, well, good for you. It became a lot to keep up with in terms of both making original content for free on top of my jobs, and also the emotional stress of going from regular girl on the internet to Gothshakira, lol. So now I post less on purpose, but for now my internet notoriety is a beast of manageable size. I'm content with that. I will have to say one thing, by the way. I'm still pretty much impressed that she posts her stuff for free. I mean, heck, I don't know. I don't want to defend her too much, but I don't know. Maybe we should look on Girls Club, actually. How does it feel to be viral? It is horrific and also wonderful and weird, especially for an introvert. Man, I'm such a weirdo. When you've been a nerd your entire life and have become very comfortable with that identity and with existing in the strange little pockets of the world that you know you're welcome in, involuntary internet fame can be alienating. It's stressful It's stressful as fuck. It's kind of comical to me to see people who try so hard to be internet famous, or famous in general, just for the sake of being famous. It's inconceivable to me. Like, why would you seek it out? I mean, I get why, but why, you know? I can't lie, my career as a writer and artist has gotten a major boost from this. My ego is massively stroked on a daily basis, which is tight. Damn phrasing, girl, I mean... And I get validation from thousands of other girls every time I post something that I'm not alone, which is incredible. But as much as a lot of people like me now, a lot more people don't like me too. And I don't know who's out there. People have spread rumors. People have threatened me. And I could live without it all. I remind myself of that every day. That's how I remain free. Okay, you know, I don't know. I really have no objection to her success, whatever, and you know, other than her milking it and claiming people are threatening her and that kind of stuff. I mean, that just seems kind of cheap, and especially the way she formulates it, you know, the way she, I don't know, it just seems kind of, dishonest. I don't know. It just seems kind of a cheap move, and it just looks like they put every buzzword in there, and like she just got her 15 minutes, so there's really nothing to worry about here, and nothing special going on. I mean, I guess she had her moments, so I don't know. Good for you. I mean, look at this shit. What is this? What do I care? It's just random pictures of ugly girls wearing the same shirts. So yeah, everyone, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Ta ta.